that $100,000 figure.
Well,
Is
I
is
don't
what-
think anybody would work as cheap as we're gonna be working.
So that figure's what, that's the price you're putting on you all's labor for the,
Well, I don't really know, I'm just saying, we haven't sat down and, because we didn't know we were gonna run into this, because this has been going on for a year now, nobody's brought anything up like this.
well, this is the first time we've seen this completed lease. We received it at our meeting 2 weeks ago, and have just had a chance to read over it and digest it, so, did not know that this problem was going to present itself until it was read.
On the contrary, that request that the city provide the utilities has been in our proposal from the very beginning.
It really has, and nobody has questioned it.
Well, I must have missed that in your proposal. I apologize for that, but at the end of the day, my position, in all fairness to the other proprietors in town, I think once construction's finished, I think it'd be up to you all to pick up the tab on the utilities.
Yeah, as far as the utilities, I'm not sure that that's a make or break situation for your business. We all want to see the structure saved, right? So I think we're continuing to sit there and let it sit idle. And the proposal that you've made and the goodwill that you're bringing as far as your labor, your skills, right, as well as, being the ambassador. I'm a business as well. And again, every business has utilities.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think we're also covering the insurance as part of this as well. The
You're
material.
covering the building, not we cover,
The contents.
the contents and the $1 million, liability for the city and for us.
And this has been going on for a year, and I have to apologize that I haven't seen this until 2 weeks ago, the final print. So, for, maybe caution to say the city, right, has this. The city is everybody in this room, right? We just happen to be the voting members on behalf of these people,
Right.
right? So, but the majority of us did get this until last meeting to deal with the city. And the utilities is a question that I have. So, I don't believe that a couple $100 in utility fees every month, right, is going to be a make or break for your business. If we're running that slim on margins.
Do you really think that it's only gonna be a couple $100 for a building that size?
Well, it depends on what you do with those utilities. So, how many days are you going to be open? Are you going to be running the air conditioner full time? What's the lighting? So, you have to do that math, but there's businesses all downtown that have that factored into the business plan. I just feel that the utilities at that cost, they run $500 a month, right? Is going to be the make or break for both of your skills, right? Which are phenomenal, all right? Is that really an issue or not?
Well, it could be, because we don't know whether this area can support what we do. And we won't know that until we've been in there for a while. We won't know whether the people will turn out and support it. And if we do all this work and then find out that they won't support it, we've done that for nothing.
Well, I think that's a risk that we all take when we invest. And you're investing in your business. You're also investing in Wetumpka. Right? And we want to thank you for that. So please bring the businesses here.
Well, right now my studio's in Montgomery. It's not that I don't have a studio. But I would rather be in Elmore County since I live in Elmore County.
We would like to get you out of Montgomery.
Ms. Boyd, now you're at Old Alabama Town.
Right.
For people who do not know, and you operate in a log type cabin situation there. And I've never asked you this question. I visited your place there when we first began talking about this, but the city of Montgomery pays your utilities there,
Yes.
or someone pays your utilities. let's first of all see what you're going to have as far as air conditioning, or if it's going to be gas heat, or whatever you're going to have. Is gas available right there? I do not know if it
I
is
don't know.
available in that building. So, it is available in that building. Let's see if we can get some figures together and see what you got, and then see if there's some way of helping offset that, because this is I know what you're attempting to do is bring a type of business that could lure tourists in to come and be a part of what you're doing, and I think that's probably the overall scheme of what downtown eventually is going to attempt to be. So let me get with you, see if we can get some figures. Tex, if you can help us somehow with this, and see exactly where we are, and then see if there's some way that we could get what you're doing there, even though, and I know exactly what you do, I've seen this stuff, but what you do is a contributor to our historic museum downtown. The people are going to come to your place, going to visit the museum and all of that. So let's see what we can we can find some way, if there's some way of getting some assistance there to you, and I'll be more than happy. I understand the council's position where they are, that if you do this for one, then you're going to have to do it, for others. But let me see if there might be some assistance somewhere that we could get, not out of the city coffers, but some other way of doing this. Okay?
Let me follow up, Mayor, since you mentioned the facilities at Old Alabama Town. Are those facilities leased? Do you lease those from the
It's
city?
a trade. I talk to the tourists as they come through and explain about the buildings that are there, my building and some of the others, and I demonstrate wood carving.
So in
And
turn,
then in turn, they give me the place to work, the building, and the lights, heat, all of the utilities. I don't have water in the building.
and then any sales of your trade would be strictly your profit.
Right.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
What's Old Alabama Town? I know you're talking about tourism, but they've got to get something out of it to an extent to be able to give the building and all utilities and everything to a proprietor.
Well, it's not just me. We have a potter down there.
I know, but I mean, nobody down there has to pay anything?
No.
How do they keep it up?
I think it's just a tourism thing of trying to draw people in, hoping people are going to spend their money.
Right. Well, there is a charge for them to come into the park. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's somewhere around 10, maybe a little under per person.
Okay. Any further questions?
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
If you're not paying any rent or no lease on just by tourism and it's free, and everything that you sell is profit free, why would you want to give up free?
Well, we were hoping it was gonna be the same deal here. And like I said, I was raised here in Elmore County. There's
Yes, ma'am.
4 generations have gone to Wetumpka High School. I would like to come back here. I would like to be where we could offer some kind of training in the art at the school once they get, say, 16 or 17. If anybody's, if there's any way, I would love to be able to say, I know when I was in school, there was no art. And I would like to be able to say we could offer some kind of course for kids in school, not younger than 16, but to be able to have art of a different kind, not just flat art.
Well,
And so I don't know how all that would work together, or if that's a possibility, but I really would like to see that happen.
a little background on this lady, and she's probably not going to tell you all this, but